in the quiet at night, with my heart laid bare, something stirring inside, like a silent prayer. You gave me this flame, a purpose divine. Lord, help me remain in your design. Keep my lamp burning, oh, keep my lamp burning right, keep my lamp burning, oh, till I see your light, till I see your light. Every moment I breathe, every step that I take, all the truth I believe, all the choices I make, you fill me with grace, a vessel refined. Now I seek your face, lead out behind, keep my lamp burning, oh, keep my...
Morning, everybody. Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you are here. So I decided to have a little morning stream while I drink coffee, and just maybe if somebody wants to come in and have a discussion, that would be great. It's good to see you, Veronica. Thank you for coming, because I know you say you can never catch it live or anything, so I think this is a perfect time for that. Glad to have you here. Good to see everybody in the chats. Really appreciate you all. So, well, there's not really anything much specific planned other than giving an opportunity for anybody that doesn't come in to give a chat, because there is a lot of things going on around me. Things, people lying about me and saying things that aren't true. And all they do is keep perpetuating this misinformation about me. So this is their opportunity to come in and explain themselves. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to give names. I'm not going to say who, because it's quite a few people. And yeah, if you have an issue with me, if you have an issue with anything I've said or anything I've done, or you just don't like my nose or my face or whatever it is, this is your opportunity to come in and chat with me while I have coffee. What's up, Jeff? Good to see you too, man. Glad you could make it. So let everybody know that Flatzoid is here live, giving the link out free to everybody that has these issues and they would like to talk. Why not? Because it seems that people spend a lot of their time pushing misinformation about me and lies. But it's good to be here. Glad you guys are here. I really appreciate all the support. I at least got the day off at work. That's the whole reason why I'm able to do this stream. Let's see if we can find any news. Let's see if we can see any news. Nike, ek vir mama koffie maak asseblief. Dankie. Okay. NASA. Let's see. There's NASA. Hey, Jonah Edwards. What's up, man? Good to see you, mate. Glad you could make it. Let's see. Got some NASA up going here. Why is this so big, unfortunately? This just shouldn't be this way. Size should be 100. There we go. Otherwise, it doesn't show everything in. Okay. Let's try this again. NASA. What are their latest news? 2-minute read. NASA astronaut Don Petit discusses 7-minute space mission. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Um, Media are invited to a news conference at 2 p.m. Monday, okay? So it's just telling people are invited to listen to it. Nothing exciting about that. But this makes you think, though. Remember when they going around with this whole SpaceX Blue Origin thing? How they, how can I say, they faked it, and now Jeff Bezos is suing Katy Perry. It's quite funny. Suing Katy Perry for blowing the lid to show that it's been faked. Quite sad. Obviously, she didn't do it on purpose, but apparently he's got damages from that, which I don't think is something to be funny. Sorry, just give me 2 seconds. Sorry, guys. Nike, aqui tinha conforme que você viu. Bitecni, Bitecni. Ah? Oh yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm back. People watching my coffee cup. um, don't you guys find it amazing that people can say such things about me and then just don't have the balls to come in? I find that really odd. Let's put up a poll. I think that's something we should put up. Woohoo, okay. Nobody could survive a rocket trip. I agree, Jeff. Because you can't go to space. There is no way to survive what they're claiming to do. Um, will people be brave enough to talk about their lies? Huh. There we go. Got a poll going up. It's amazing. Got 13 people watching me just drink coffee and say nothing. Rustig, Jana. Okay, let's see. So far, everybody's voting no. Will people be brave enough to talk about their lies? No. It's funny, though. Anyway, I'm planning maybe tonight to be talking about the Antichrist. The the guy that's claiming to be the next Mahdi, or whatever they claim. That's what the Muslims call him. He's the guy to come bring judgment. Hey, everyone, money, good to see you. Glad you could make it. Um, but it's going to be interesting because what he says is really it's bizarre, and it's weird because he's got a really weird cult following. Actually, he's got a growing population of people thinking he's the savior. He's the guy to give world peace and you know make all religions, as he says, linked together to make it one. Um, he believes he's the true successor. Obviously, we're going to go through that and he look at scripture and see if he really fits the bill for the Antichrist. Because to me, I don't think so. I think he's a fake. and insane, because the Bible also speaks about people coming with false pretense in the final days, claiming to be the Messiah, claiming to be things. So he just is one of the antichrists, I'd say, but I wouldn't say he is the antichrist. So it's going to be interesting with all the new developments coming up with everything, and the third temple. Maybe we can look at the third temple. Um, hmm. Yeah, let's see if we can get something on the third temple news. Third temple news. And let's get it up on the screen. There we go. The Jerusalem Post. Interesting. Let's see. The third temple. Third temple refers to a hypothetical rebuilt temple in Jerusalem, which would succeed the first and second temple destroyed in 587 BCE and 70 CE, respectively. The idea is of a rebuilt third temple is a sacred in Judaism, particularly to Orthodox Jews. And it is believed that it will occur in tandem with the arrival of the Messiah, and only then will the sacrificial practices of the first and second temple be reinstated. Conservative Judaism believes that while the third temple will be rebuilt, sacrificial worship will not resume, and Reform Judaism does not believe in the rebuilding of the temple, saying Judaism has evolved further than that. The notion of a rebuilt temple on top of the sites of the first and second temples on Temple Mount has been a core part of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Several organizations, usually representing a small group of Orthodox Jews, have been formed with the objective of constructing the Third Temple in the present day. These organizations include the Temple Institute, which has made several items they say will be used in the temple when it is established. Now, I want to point out, based on just that, um, a lot of Jews have an issue, though, the Israeli Jews there, because they believe, like you say, if the third temple is rebuilt, which it's literally being planned right now and it's going to happen. What's up, Roger? Good to see you, man. And they believe it comes with the tandem with the Messiah coming. Because remember, they don't believe Jesus is the Messiah. They don't believe Jesus came. So when the third temple gets built and the Antichrist is going to declare himself as God in the temple, they're going to follow the Antichrist. So that's why it's very, very dangerous to believe kind of things like that and Satan short season like Jesus has already come and all this nonsense, because you fall under the line of you going to accept the Antichrist as Jesus, as the Messiah. So I do really think people should keep with their word and, just read their Bibles and they'll understand and look at what's happening all over every day. Okay, let's see. Our future is at risk if level of hatred among us is not reduced. From Texas to Israel, red heifers needed for temple to arise. That was in 2022, by the way. They literally did have the red heifers delivered a while ago. Still no one wanting to come in. The link is above if you want to come in and have a discussion. Appreciate you all coming. There we go. CBN News. CBN.com. Ooh, I don't really trust CBN, by the way, that much. The Temple Mount in Jerusalem is one of the most sacred places on earth and is one of the most contested for Jews. It's the place where the Holy Temple once stood. Today, Muslims control the Temple Mount and Jews are forbidden to worship there. But that wasn't stopped some people from making plans to build the next temple. Every day, 3 times a day, Jews recite this prayer. May it be your will that the temple be speedily rebuilt in our time. It's a prayer they've prayed for almost 2,000 years, but today Jews here in Jerusalem are doing more than just praying. Just a few steps away, the Western Wall, rabbis and craftsmen are building what they call a temple in waiting. Chaim Richman is the director of the Temple Institute in Jerusalem. The Temple Institute is actively engaging in the research and preparation of the resumption of their service in the Holy Temple, to the extent they are actually preparing operational blueprints for the construction of the temple according to the most modern standards, he said. Now, I want to ask a question to the people that think there's no such thing as an actual third temple. Why? Why are there blueprints for this? Why is Donald Trump actually part of trying to get this third temple built? Is there so much money being put into the third temple that doesn't exist? Yes, because it's a lie. It's a lie from Satan that you think there's going to be no third temple. It's a lie because it wants you to get you away from what the scripture says. So it's sad. Yeah, right. You meaning the Satan's short season is a thing that's been sweeping around thanks to preterism, and they believe that Jesus has already returned in 70 A.D. when the temple got destroyed by the Romans. They don't understand that Jesus' second coming, every eye will see him, and you'll see him come down on the clouds of glory. Now, they think Jesus has already returned. They think now the millennial reign has happened and Satan is just let loose and he's going to be now caught up again after this 1,000 year time span. The problem is they can't have the millennial reign yet and have Satan's short season yet because there are prophecies happening today that first have to take place before that can happen. Hence the third temple being one of them, because the son of perdition, thanks to 2 Thessalonians 11, saying God, the Antichrist has to be sitting on the throne in the temple, declaring himself as God. Nobody's done it yet. We haven't seen anybody, the Antichrist yet, the son of perdition, claim to be God in a temple because the temple was destroyed. The temple first has to be built for that to happen. Secondly, if we had the millennial reign, that means Jesus would still be here. Jesus won't leave again. There's no 3 comings of Jesus. There's only 2. So if the millennial reign happened, Jesus would be on earth right now. We would know about him. We'll know where he is. And obviously it won't be the way it is now. And you would have immortal bodies walking around, which we don't see that either. So there's a lot wrong with that, how can I put it, view of preterism. I mean, there's still a lot of prophecies happening today, like I said. Let's, for instance, look at the Euphrates River drying up. This should have happened ages ago. It's never happened. There's no time in history where the Euphrates River ever dried up. It's happening now. They actually say the Euphrates River might be dried up by the year, I think it's 2030, will be totally dried up. Another prophecy is the fish in the Dead Sea. Today you can go to the Dead Sea, you'll see fish in the Dead Sea, which till this day has never happened. There's never been fish in the Dead Sea. The third temple obviously is another prophecy that they just want to ignore. They claim there is no such thing as the temple in the Bible, which it really, really does say so. But yeah, we'll probably be doing more shows on Satan's short season for sure. We'll take it as that. But yeah, it's good to have you guys. Anybody wanting to come in and have a discussion? Because I'm definitely not going to go on too long today, guys. Like I said, it was just for coffee. But it's glad you guys could make it. So, let me see if I can find something interesting that we can talk about. I see Sean Griffin, KRC, is having a debate review of his of Will Duffy's opening. Yeah, that was a bad opening. It took us like 3 hours just to go through Will Duffy's opening on that debate. Because, wow, everything he said was wrong. It was very, very bad. Hey, someone's in. Let's see. Luca. Hi, Luca. This is your lucky day. How's it going?
Oh, hello.
How's it going, Luca?
It's going good.
It's good, good, good. So,
Look, I hope that there's no hard feelings, right?
no, I don't take anything personal anybody says. I just say this is an opportunity for people to come on and explain their misrepresentations and lies about me.
Oh well, if you, I don't think I lied about you, did I?
No, I said anyway. I didn't say you specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Because you know all the things going around about me.
Oh,
Mm.
well, actually, not. Well, um, there's I heard about what you said about the only girl that went to Antarctica. Was that something?
Lisbeth.
Yeah,
Lisbeth Acosta.
I
Let me put
did.
it this way. I didn't say anything about her. They misrepresented what I said. I was referencing the guys. The reason they wanted her to go, based on Freemason ritual, that was the context. Didn't call her a prostitute, didn't say she was a village bicycle, literally just saying what they needed her for. That's it.
Well, yeah. I mean, if as long, yeah. I mean, I've said stuff I know has been misinterpreted as well by other people, and I usually have to be a bit more clearer about how I say things. For
Mhm.
example, the comment I made on PJ's stream, the R word, um, uh, the bad word I said, I didn't mean it in the context that he thought I meant it or something. It was a bad word. I do realize that now. It was the wrong word to use. Though to me, it made sense at the time for me to say write it. You know, I just thought it would be a funny but I can see now that it was the wrong word to use, and hopefully I did explain that properly. In yeah, hopefully it's all cleared up. you know,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
hopefully.
Oh, well, I don't really know much about that, but yeah, hopefully you guys can patch things up about that. But I gotta ask you again about bringing Lisbeth up. Don't you think it's
I
odd? Don't you think it's odd that the only people pushing this nonsense is McToon and them trying to make things worse than it is?
well, you well. Did you as my knowledge about it goes, it doesn't run that deep. I only heard about what you said. She went as a comforter or something.
Let's put it this way: it was a off the cuff remark based on context. It was saying, and I didn't call her anything, and we left it at that. Went on with our lives. A month or two later, McToon brings it out and says I'm calling her a prostitute and a village bicycle and blah 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 blah. Get it? Who's the one? Who's the one? Who's the one
Well,
pushing this nonsense? Do you think anybody would have known or cared about that off the cuff remark, which I didn't call her one anyway, if McToon didn't go out his way to try publicize it on the internet to everybody?
I mean, probably
Exactly, because
not.
what happened? Dave McKeegan took it on, Duffy took it on, Creaky Blinder took it on, everybody took it on to do what? To character assassinate me because McToon lied and misrepresented what I said. It's easy to cherry pick one thing. I can easily do the same thing with McToon if I wanted to. I can make a cut out where he says himself, he admits he's a pedophile. But do I do that? Do you think?
You can.
You think? You
Well, yeah,
think? Let's put it this
well,
way. Do you
yeah.
think if I had to do the same as him and make that video where McToon says, "I am a pedophile," okay? Do you think
Mm?
that if I make that and spread it around and everybody on the internet spreads it around, will that damage his reputation? Great.
Yes.
So, why is it that he's trying his darndest to damage my reputation and spread false lies about me by misrepresenting things I said? Why is it that he thinks he's the good guy?
Well, I shouldn't really comment on it because I don't really know much about the like what happened, like what anything you said. I only heard through their videos,
That's what I'm
so
saying. It's always
yeah,
cherry picked.
I suppose
And
if
Gina Farrow says, Mattoon only played your video.
yeah,
No, he didn't play my own video. He played a cherry picked part without taking the context of what I said. He heard Village Bicycle and he heard Lisbeth and he thought that makes me sound like I called her a Village Bicycle. I didn't. So I would urge
so
everybody to
didn't
actually
mean
ask
it.
McToon for that stream and go watch it yourself because that's how you would say unbiased deduction on things work, correct? If you get both sides of the story.
If you didn't call her village
No, I didn't.
bicycle, then yeah, that
Yeah,
would
the whole
be
point is he's
okay.
making it
Then
sound
yes,
as if I said that.
okay, yes, then that's a lie, and it's a wrong
I do. You do
lie.
know I can literally take.
It's a
I can
pretty
take
bad
legal
lie.
action against everybody that's been saying that.
Probably yes.
What's up, Roger?
You probably
Hey,
could take
how you doing, gentlemen?
legal action.
Good, and yourself, man. What's up?
No, I don't know.
Hi, what's up?
The boys in chat seem to think that McToon just played your whole video. That's what they're saying.
A whole stream of 3 hours.
No, I don't think he did. I think he clipped it out just to
No,
take out.
he clipped literally 5 seconds of a thing, an end off the cuff remark of a whole context speech.
You got to listen to the whole thing, like the first.
Yeah,
15
no, that's
minutes
what I'm
of it.
saying. Like you got Gina Farrell and saying I'm still lying. Blah, blah. Gina Farrell, my question to you: have you actually watched my stream? Have you watched the conversation? And I can guarantee you, it's a no.
Yeah, it's a
Thank
no.
you. So, how can you make a logical deduction, a truthful deduction, based on not actually watching the whole talk, not actually watching my point of the argument either?
Yeah, that's fair. I shouldn't have jumped to any conclusions here. I'm sorry about that.
So, yeah, like I said, anybody who's not agreeing with me, there's the link. Groovy, Gina, there's the link above. Come in, come talk. More than happy to defend what I said because I didn't say she was a village bicycle. I didn't say she was a prostitute. People sending that around is just a lie.
Okay, well, yeah, I believe
That's why
you.
when I made an apology, I just said sorry she was dragged into this because that's all I need to apologize for because that wasn't my intention to bring her into anything. We were just making a point based on the Freemasons, which McToon and Duffy and them are.
And from what I can tell, Duffy has admitted basically.
Oh,
on
yeah,
film.
no, they all Freemasons, straight in your face. They play
the
that they're
references.
not, but they literally are.
What? I mean, all I've heard about Freemasons is that they're like like people like they're like FTFE, MC2. Those people call them like just drinking group or whatever.
No, the thing is how
Well,
a Freemasonic
I don't know. I don't know.
Freemasonic rituals work based on certain things. When you get to a certain level of Freemasonry, they have rituals based on a sexual kind, unfortunately, and they usually um, use an innocent person for this. And that's where the village bicycle thing comes in. You can actually have a lot of testimonies where people were used for this ritual, innocent girls or innocent women and stuff for this. And it's usually based on a lot of times the men take their own children or wives or people they know for this, and they get sexually abused and go through a ritual and everything, which is bad. Like I was saying, they made it look like we were calling her a prostitute and saying she's a village bicycle. That's not true. We were saying the reason they wanted her there because it's based on the context of them being Freemasons. So they turned it around now.
What is
They
the
turned it around now and said we called her a village bicycle, called her a prostitute, which is not true. We didn't say she would even partake in any of that. Like we said all the time, Roger, what do we actually know about Elizabeth?
Absolutely nothing whatsoever.
Exactly. And how many times do we say that?
More than once. We wondered who she was when she showed up. We had no idea.
We still don't really know anything about her.
Nope.
So the fact that they're trying to misrepresent and make lies about what we said tells it's very telling that they're trying to cover their own tracks on how sick they really are, and they're trying to make everybody else that talks against this sick stuff the bad people.
Yeah, trying to demoralize us to begin with.
Hmm. And this is
That's-
one of the
mean,
reasons why I'm not taking part in these discussions with anti-flat earthers anymore. And this brings me to another point which people are lying. You said you're not going to do flat earth anymore. No. I said I'm not doing anti-flat earth engagements anymore. I'm not going to take part in watching McToon and this nonsense anymore and engaging with them. What I'm doing is biblical cosmology and scripture based. Biblical cosmology is still flat earth, if everybody hasn't noticed that. So if someone comes up, oh, you left flat earth, nonsense, I never left flat earth, never claimed to leave flat earth. I just said I'm not going to take part of those sick, idiotic lunatics anymore, the anti-flat earthers, because they make nonsense up.
Oh, God. I wish you could turn the chat off, dude. I really do. They're just saying the same
No,
thing.
it's
You're not
okay. They're
listening at
getting
all.
very triggered. All of them. Fiona, Groovy, Gina, or whatever, they all have the link to come in and actually defend themselves. Actually come and talk with me. But you see, this is the thing. They're all just trolls. They're all just bots. They're all just idiotic sock accounts, which have no actual moral value or opinion, in my case, that I need to care what they think or say. Because all these people do is send lies and misrepresentations about us. Have you noticed Luca McToon hasn't once tried to just even discuss this and say why he did what he did, or even show the full context? Have you asked him? Have you asked him why?
I haven't really been watching MC2 that
Good.
often.
That's good.
Good.
Good plan.
Stay away from him because he's a freak. He's sick.
We
Yes,
don't
McToon,
drag
you are
your home
sick.
life into it, do we? Do we bring your home life into discussions, Luca? No.
I mean, Luca, do you know that this stuff has literally got people harassing my wife and children?
Well, if people are doing that, then that
Yeah,
is
but who's the
wrong
reason why
of
they're
them.
harassing my wife and children now? McToon.
Mhm.
And why are they
If-
doing this? Oh, because McToon misrepresented what I said and lied about me.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with your wife and
Yeah,
children?
exactly. Tell the sick globe idiots who just don't understand what's going on. They're just accepting what McToon says.
I mean,
Fiona, McToon
what?
is not disgusted
How?
by my comments. McToon is the disgusting comments. You don't want to know half the disgusting stuff McToon has done, Fiona.
I mean, if MC2 made a video about you calling,
I didn't call
someone,
anybody that. He made it look as if I called her one. That's
yes,
my
but
point.
okay, made it look like you were calling Elizabeth the village bicycle, and as a result of that, people are now harassing your wife and children. Then where's the connection there? I don't see the connection.
Hey, Groovy's
between-
come in. He's actually got the balls
Oh,
to come in.
nice.
Hello,
Hey, Groovy.
Groovy. What's up? Groovy,
Yeah.
Are you there? Can you hear us?
how's it going?
Hello.
What do you want to say?
Just hold on a second. Okay, so summarize what you just say about TFE participants.
Mm-hmm.
GFE. Yeah, not GFE.
Go ahead. Do you have any proof that they engage in any ritual of any sort?
They're Freemasons, full out. Yes.
Can you prove they are Freemasons?
Yes, you can go watch many streams that we've gone through all the rituals they've gone through. Is that all you got? Prove that they're Freemasons.
It would be hard to do, actually. You really want to look at where their lodges are and who their families are.
No, but the thing is, yeah, look at all the rituals they go through to show they're Freemasons.
Who?
Duffy's doing one right now, actually. It's called The Traveling Man. It's actually a ritual.
Yes, he
that
admitted he's a
Masons
traveling man. Do you know what a traveling man is, Groovy?
Could be anything. Do you
That's
know?
a Freemason. No, that's Freemason.
That's
If you're a
Duffy.
traveling man, you're a Freemason.
No, shut up.
Yes.
That's Duffy. You say all the members of TFE
Is
were
Duffy a
Freemasons.
Freemason? Is Duffy a
Can you
Freemason?
prove? Can you prove your
I'm going
statement
to
saying that all TFE members were Freemasons? Yes, no.
Yes, they're all.
Can you prove it?
I told you. Watch many of my streams. Watch other people's streams.
Can you prove
Everybody
it?
has it. Yes. The proof
Oh,
is
go
that
ahead.
you can go watch everybody's.
So you have no proof. Can you prove they
Nope.
engage in any ritual during the TFE
Yes.
expedition?
All the streams. I'm not going to show 5, 6 hours, 50 hours of streams showing all their rituals. If you want, you can go watch it on my channel. You can go type it in. You can even go on YouTube and type Freemasonry
So you
and the
you
TFE
can't
group.
prove it.
You
Okay,
can see it.
so you can't prove
Is that
it.
all you got? You can't prove it. You see what it's saying,
Can
guys?
you
This is all
prove
Goofy's got.
that? Can you prove?
Can
they
you prove that
sexually-
I called? Wait. Can you prove that they're not Freemasons? Should I show that to you?
I don't have to. Can you prove the sexually
Well, why
assaulted
must I?
or abused
Why don't you have to?
Lisbeth? Can you
Why don't you
prove
have
that?
to? Why don't you
Can you-
have to? Why don't you have to?
Because I don't have to prove that you.
Well, I don't have to prove anything to you either.
You made some statement.
Wait.
You
Who are
made
you?
some statement.
Wait,
Be
no.
careful.
You made a claim
Listen.
they're not. You made a claim they're not.
No,
So can you please tell me what is your
No.
opinion to me that I have to prove anything to you?
I made no claim they're not. You
You did
say
make
they
a claim.
are.
You
I
claimed they're
asked
not.
you.
You just
No.
claimed they're not.
No.
Roger, did he
I
claim they're not?
ask you. I ask you if you can prove they are
in a
members.
roundabout way.
I ask you if you can prove
Yes.
they made
Yes,
rituals.
no. Yes,
You
no.
cannot.
Yes, no.
So, can you prove that the member of TFE sexually assaulted or abused Lisbeth?
Never said they
Yes.
did that. Again, are you
You
lying?
did.
say that.
You did
There
10
you
minutes
lying
ago.
again. There you wait. No, there you lying again. I
No.
never said that.
You did 10
Nobody ever
minutes
said that.
I
ago.
didn't say that.
Yes.
Show me where I
No,
said that.
that's
please.
not what they
And
say.
if you cannot
Prove
prove
where I
it,
said
you will
that.
be reliable.
Prove where I said that.
I will replay. Anybody can replay the stream and see that.
Prove
and
where I
see,
said that, Groovy.
You
And this
said.
is-
You
why
said. Shut up. You said.
Shut up. Don't tell me to shut up on my own show, man.
You said that Masons do perform rituals with innocent people. Yes or no?
Sorry, say again?
You said that it is common for Freemasons to engage in sexual activity during their rituals with innocent
Yes,
people.
they do.
Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, it's true.
Was that person in your mind supposed to be Lisbeth? Yes or no?
No, I never said. I said that's why they wanted her there. I never said she did that. I never said they did that to her. I was referencing what the Freemasons do based on ritual context. Did I say Elizabeth went there to do that? Did I say Elizabeth took part in that? Which you just said I said?
No. I asked you if
Thank you. No.
they
So what? Listen, did I
you,
say that
you
she
cannot
took part?
you say they engage in
Ruby, I'm
Masonic
asking a simple
rituals.
question. It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no.
Mhm.
Did I say she took part in any of that? Did I specifically say she did that?
You said they engage in rituals, right?
Did I say Lisbeth did that?
You insinuated it, yes?
Did I say no? I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Show me saying she did that. Please go ahead.
No, I said you insinuated that
I
you did.
didn't insinuate that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Several times.
I'm going to say again in context. We were talking about the men in TFE. We're talking about the rituals they do in Freemasonry, and they needed her for that ritual. Not saying she took part in that, not saying she wanted to do that or anything.
Yeah,
Do you
but
understand that
you
I'm
can't
talking
even
about
prove.
the rich? I can't prove what?
You can't even prove they engage in any ritual during the TFE experiment.
It's not an
You
experiment.
can't.
It's
You
not an
can't.
experiment.
It doesn't matter. During the
It does matter. It
expedition,
does matter. You're lying about an experiment. You're lying about what I said. You're lying
during the
about them.
expedition,
You are not. You are not. It's not even an expedition either.
during the TFE
They never went.
expedition,
They lied about what they did.
did they engage, in your best opinion,
They
did they
lied about
engage?
what they did.
Did they engage in some rituals of any sort during the TFE expedition?
I
Yes,
didn't
no.
say they did. I said that's what they do based on context.
So you don't know
The
them well.
Masons have been known to do
Wait,
that.
let me put it this way. Who
So
said
what's
they
your
went
point?
to? Wait, no, Groovy. Who said they went to Antarctica and actually did rituals there?
You did.
No, I didn't. Again,
Okay.
taking me out of context. You see, you just want to hear
So
things
in your
that you
opinion,
want
they
to hear.
didn't. So in your opinion, they didn't engage in any ritual at all.
I said that was in context because they need someone for that context. Now I'm saying again, did I ever say they went there and did actual rituals?
Just
And yes,
say
they did
yes or
actual
no.
rituals, by the way, like the
Just
left
say.
boot, the
Yeah.
standing
Just
checkerboard in front of the mountain,
make it
the
clear.
putting things in front of their eyes.
Make it clear right now. Do you think they engage in any ritual during the
No,
TFE?
no,
Okay.
not that.
Stop talking about it then.
No, I won't. You brought it up. Stop talking about something you brought up.
No. No, you talked about it before
Okay.
I came in. Before I came in, you say they need an innocent
They do need it.
person to perform their ritual.
Either Will Duffy knows what a traveling man in Freemasonry is, or he's ignorant. You decide.
Know your realm, says Will. Are you a traveling man?
I'm a traveling man.
I want to bring this up because this is a common theme that I don't understand. It's kind of like maybe like the one big thing that I don't understand among flat earthers.
Okay.
Is I have seen, so this is anecdotal, but I see consistently flat earthers are trying to connect everybody with the Masons.
There's a ritual.
That's a ritual.
The logo's a ritual.
Sounds like a good
And
fetish.
Sango's a ritual. There's another ritual, left boot. There we go. 33, that's a ritual for Freemasonry. 666, it's a Freemason ritual.
You're one
And behind
eye,
the
I saw you.
Ritual.
But there's a lot of history.
Orange
With
curtains, by the
Antarctica.
way. Just
And they assigned me my tent. And they gave me Admiral Byrd.
Another Freemason.
And I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm going to be putting a picture out of myself in front of my tent, my Admiral Byrd tent.
Right.
And I think that it was symbolic in a way.
Yes. Famous Freemason, Richard E. Byrd, exactly.
Hold on.
Now the thing is this, I only showed this quick one because we can go on and on and on. It's just quicker just to show some of the stuff together. Now, Groovy,
Okay.
based on you
can
said
I-
no. Wait. I want Groovy to show me. So Groovy, tell me, can you now prove he's not a Freemason?
I don't have to.
Well, so in other words, it's just you claiming.
I made no claim.
You just did.
We're
You
all,
claimed they're not
we're all
Freemasons.
adults here, right?
No.
Are we not adults?
I say I don't have to prove that they are or they are not. You are saying they are Freemason. You cannot prove it.
I just showed
You told me 5 minutes ago that you claimed they made no ritual, and now you play a video showing that they performed
No
some
sexual ritual.
I asked you, the question was, do you know if the TFE participants performed any ritual of any sort during the TFE expedition? Yes or no?
These ones that showed, yes.
Okay, so now you're saying they perform rituals, correct?
Not sexual rituals, no.
I said rituals.
Well, what we don't know about. Let's put it that way.
I said, now you're claiming that the
Now you
TFE
try.
participants...
No. You are trying to do a Mactunia. You're trying to say things.
I'm making it clear.
Are you insinuating something here, Groovy?
No, I'm
Are
asking
you
you a question to
insinuating? No.
clarify.
I'm asking you a question. Are you
Yes.
insinuating something?
No. I'm asking
Be a
you to
man and just say
clarify.
it straight out. Be a man and just say it straight out. Go ahead.
I'm asking you a question to clarify your position. You
I'm
are
not
now
answering
saying
anything. Say your
you are now
statement,
saying
or you're getting
that
kicked, Groovy.
the TFE people did perform some rituals.
I just showed those rituals that are not.
Okay, so it's clear you say they performed some rituals. Okay, that's fine. What kind of ritual did they perform according to your knowledge?
Just saw it.
Okay,
Are you
so
blind?
nothing sexual.
I didn't claim they did.
Okay. So can you prove that they are Freemasons?
Can you prove they aren't?
I don't have to.
I don't have to either. So what's your point?
Yes, you made a positive claim
And you
saying
made a positive claim they're not.
somebody. No, I
You
didn't.
just made a positive claim against the evidence presented. So
No,
that
I
means
didn't.
you
I
have the
didn't.
burden now to prove
No,
that they're not Freemasons, where I literally
no, I
gave you
didn't. I made no
5
claim.
rituals showing they are
I made
Masons.
no
So go
such
ahead.
claim. You
Go
say
ahead.
they are
No,
Freemason. Can
you
you
lied.
prove it? Yes or no?
I just showed you 5 or 6 rituals that Freemasons do, yes.
It doesn't
Only
matter. Can you
Freemasons.
prove any of the participant is
Can you put that
a
video link?
Freemason? Yes or no?
Just showed you, yes. We just showed you 6
That's good enough for
rituals
you.
they did.
That's good enough for you.
Can you prove that those 6 rituals were not Freemasonry?
I don't have to.
I don't have
You
to
make
either.
a claim. You make
Okay.
a claim.
Bye,
You
Groovy.
can support it
If
or
that's
not.
all you got, then bye, Groovy. This is like beyond ridiculous.
We're
Okay.
just going around in circles. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy doesn't want to get anywhere. He's just literally an idiot who just wants to try and misrepresent. He's trying to get someone in to say something that's not true. So that's why we don't
Bullshit.
engage with people like that. So yes, Luca, what do you want to say, man?
Can you send me that link to the video that you were showing?
Yes.
It's
And like
online
I
right
said,
now.
there's
You can get
many
it on
more.
Facebook.
And like I said, there's many more. We've even done streams on this. Many people have done these things. We're just trying to make a point. Sorry, I just want to get the link.
Thank you.
Okay, but I want to ask you something. Do you think that non-Freemasons do those rituals?
Well, it depends. Like one of the rituals I saw was just a like people standing in front of a camera, right?
Okay, let's put it this way. Let's say you go to somewhere that's cold, full of ice, and you're going to decide some people are going to take their shirts off. And you stand in a checkerboard fashion after knowing people are calling you a Freemason.
Kind of sends a message, doesn't it? Not making
Or how
assumptions.
about
Just the appearance.
McToon on live on stream drawing 33s in specific colors, doing we can have a whole damn hours long live stream just showing all the rituals all of these guys have been going through. All of them.
They're making a point
I
to
mean,
it, aren't they?
Richard,
yeah,
Jaron, Duffy, McToon, Dave McKeegan, all of them. We can show them having Masonic symbolism straight through, just going on, non-stop. Now, my question to you, Luca, is this just coincidence? Or is it what Freemasons do where they show they are Freemasons?
I mean, when it's one coincidence after another, you've got to think like, is that even possible?
What's even
So,
possible?
if it was just one coincidence, that's fine. But when it's one after another, you've got to ask questions, you know.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. That's what we're doing. And apparently that's wrong.
I mean, I don't think you're wrong to get these coincidences and see how many coincidences there are. You know, it's when there's like 7 or more coincidences happening in a row, that's when you've got to go, okay, there might be something here, you know?
Yeah, this is a lot.
It's just too unlikely, you know, that many coincidences. If the coincidences are like uncommon to happen and they're right up next to one another, you know, that then you've got to really ask questions.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
up, PJ?
I somewhat agree with you. Yeah, I
Because
do agree with you.
yeah, it's sad that people take totally out of context what people are saying.
Goodbye, Fiona. I never
Yeah.
said nothing about Lisbeth. Never opened my mouth about Lisbeth.
And
No, but none of us really said anything about
Nobody
Lisbeth.
did. Nobody did. No.
They're taking everything out of context.
Absolutely.
and
That's exactly the point to this. And then now we got Aaron Armstrong thinks he can come in the back soon. No, Aaron, don't think because I put a link up for people that you are
Yes.
ever
Don't. If you come
invited.
into Aaron, I won't sound very Christian. You're the only
Yeah,
person I won't sound very Christian
he's
to.
not welcome. I think I made it
No.
very clear. Aaron Armstrong is never welcome on my streams.
Oh, hey, babe. Good to see you. Good to see you.
But yeah, this turned into a bit of an hour stream just from drinking coffee.
Who's Satan Lucifer here? I don't know who Satan Lucifer is.
Hello.
Hi, Satan.
But I literally just finished streaming an hour ago.
Oh man, you should go sleep.
I know. I tried to go to sleep, then I was flicking through YouTube, and I'm like, "Flats is on. Oh, it must be a premiere." No, it's alive. Okay, let's go. But I was sitting waiting in chat because I said, "Send you an email, Flats. Give me the link." It was at the top of the bloody screen.
I literally just said indeed like 15 minutes ago. At the end of the stream.
So yeah, I think we're probably going to end this year because it is. I wasn't going to have such a long stream. I was just going to have like half an hour just drinking coffee, and it ended up into this. But yeah, I think it shows when the people come in, they only look at one side of an argument. They don't look at both sides, and because they have a biased deduction on things, they automatically just accept the biased decision. So when people make lies and misrepresent, that's what they're going to accept because it fits their narrative.
Of course.
Well, they got a belief system they got
honest,
uphold.
Yeah, so if anybody's honest, they're going to take both sides of a story and look at both sides and realize, dudes, the people that's lying to you are the ones that's bad, not the ones that's pushing out these deception and showing you, okay, look, this is wrong.
Yeah. I mean, the last night's stream was a really good stream as well. I really enjoyed that.
Okay.
My GoFundMe for Antarctica is growing a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, guys. Remember, support Roger to go to Antarctica because apparently flat earthers don't want to go, which is odd because Roger's been trying for how long? He even approached Duffy on this before TFE, and Duffy wanted to help him, and then Duffy didn't help him. Just like Duffy said for Steve that he would call him in Antarctica, and he didn't. It's weird. Don't you find it odd that they just keep lying about things the whole time?
Of course. Yeah, they just can't leave it alone. I was quicker than you that time, babe. Two I've done.
Vandal, I don't need to apologize to anything because I didn't say anything.
Exactly.
The only thing I can apologize for is that she was dragged into this by McToon.
There you go.
Because we didn't say she was anything or did anything.
No.
Oh yeah. Hi PJ, how's it going?
She got Vandal before I could get there. Matt Powerland's in there too.
Okay, cheers guys. I'll see you guys tonight. Get some sleep, PJ.
I will do.